Welcome to the PhET Natural Selection Lab. For the first part of the lab, where you are setting a limitation, you use the intro portion of this lab, set it up with limited food, added a mate, and allowed your rabbits to breed. Now you're going to use the actual lab portion. You will see you now have three different traits: the fur, ears, and teeth of the rabbits, for which you can add mutations. You may make the brown fur color dominant or recessive by clicking on the box under that column. For example, this will create a brown dominant mutation. For the ears, this will create a floppy or droopy ear when you click on it, and then longer teeth. You can also control the background by clicking on the sunshine and snowflake in the top right-hand corner. As you can see, clicking the snowflake will add a white background to your environment. Make sure you have picked whether each mutation will be dominant or recessive before beginning your simulation. You should also click limited food, and then you may choose if you want to have tough food in your environment or the more tender food. Once you have these set up the way you would like, you will click Add a Mate. This will add an additional rabbit to the simulation. Then come down to the bottom and click this minus button to zoom out so you can see the population more easily. You can hold down this right arrow button to speed up the generation process. You will allow your generations to progress until generation 6 is complete, at which point you will be adding the wolves. We can pause the simulation using the button here at the bottom, and you'll see we have now completed our 6th generation and begun the 7th. You can see what the proportions are for the alleles by clicking the proportions button here to the right. This is what you will need to take a screenshot of for your results. You will take screenshots of generation 3, generation 6, then generations 9 and 12. When it is time to introduce the wolves, you'll click the box beside wolves and then press play, and the wolves will then interact with the rabbit population. You should allow the wolves to be in the population for 6 generations, so until you complete generation 12, then you will come back and collect the data. When you look at these proportions, notice to the left there is a key that goes with each of these. For the fur color, the solid part of the bar represents the white fur color, while the hashed lines represent the brown. You will be told at the start of generation 6 how many rabbits there are, what percentage have white fur, and what percentage have brown fur, and then at the end of the generation, how many rabbits you have and what percentage have each version of the trait.